Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to walk you through how to use the timer mode on your Timex Ironman Classic heart rate monitoring watch. Now I say timer mode, this is really a loop timer mode, and the reason I say that is because when you start the timer, it will go through, it will get to your value, give you a beeping noise to let you know that the timer has finished, and then it will reset and continue that timer 20 more times until you stop it. It's kind of a confusing feature. Everything on this watch is really well done, except I do think this timer feature is a little bit confusing. You can set up to 6 different segments in your timer. So maybe you're a marathon runner or you're a swimmer, something like that, and you want to be able to track, timer 1 is 10 minutes, timer 2 is 8 minutes, timer 3 is 6 minutes. You can set those. What's a little bit confusing though is once timer 1 runs and it finishes, it'll go ahead and go to timer 2. It'll let you know when timer 2 is done, then it'll go to timer 3, so on and so forth through up to 6 different segments, and then it will repeat or loop all of those segments up to 20 times. So enough talking, let me try and show it to you. We're going to start by pressing the mode button. It is the bottom left button. We're going to press it a few times. First one is going to be our workout, then our chronograph, data. Eventually you're going to get to one that says TIMA for timer. When you get in here, you're going to see a few different values. The top left is going to be your segment. I'm on segment number 1, and I am on pass or loop number 1 of it. If I press the bottom right button, it'll take me to segment 2. Again, first value, segment 3, segment 4, segment 5. You'll notice they're all set to 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds. You don't have to use the 6 different segments, and that's how I've got mine set up. For whichever segment you have set, it will continue on through those segments, but you have the option of just using one segment. So how do we set our segments? While we're in our timer mode, if we press and hold the top left button, which is going to be our set button, it'll take us into our values. You'll see segment 1 for me is blinking. If I press the mode button, it'll take me to the seconds for segment 1. I can adjust those up by pressing the start and stop button, or down by pressing the lap reset button. If I press mode again, it will take me to the minutes. I can do the same thing with the same buttons. Press the mode button one more time, it'll take me to my hours. 24 hours is basically the max that you can set per segment in your timer. If I press mode again, when the segment is blinking, I can press the start or stop button to move to a different segment up, or I can press down. And again, you're going to adjust it the same way. So if I wanted to adjust segment 5, while I'm on segment 5, I just press the mode button. My seconds for segment 5 will start blinking. Press mode button again, my minutes, and then I can adjust them any way I want to for that segment. So once you've got it set the way you want, you can press and hold the top left button. That'll take us out of our settings. We successfully set our different segments. So now what I need to do is I need to get on segment number. Like for example, I'm on segment 6. If I press the start and stop button, you'll notice it just jumps back to segment 1 because it knows that's the only one I've got a value set for, and it starts that timer. You'll also notice that my value has reset to 0 because I am in the very first run of segment number 1's value. I don't have to stay in the timer mode. I can press the mode button, go to any other mode I want to. The timer is going to be running in the background. If I'm not in the timer mode, once it finishes, it will beep and let me know that it's finished. Again, the negative about this is it will beep and tell me that it's finished, but it only beeps for a few seconds, and then it'll automatically loop or restart that same timer. I'm going to go ahead and press the mode button and just show you real quick. While it is running, you can use the start or stop button to stop, basically kind of pause it. If I want to resume, I can press start and stop again, it'll resume it. While it is stopped, if I wanted to reset the timer, I would press and hold the bottom right button, which is the reset button. It resets everything back to the default setting for the given timer segments that you have set. Once you're totally done with your timer, you can press the mode button, go back to your main timekeeping mode, and that's a quick look at the timer settings on the Timex Ironman Classic heart rate monitoring watch. As always, I hope the video helps. Thanks for watching.